Hello and welcome to another week with Mary's Dreamtime Messages. Thanks for joining me for another week, and I hope you enjoyed last week and you got some really great benefits, out of the two cards that we drew, which was with Crocodile, I Am Powerful, and the Ancestral Outfinches, I Am Knowing, letting us know that that we're needing to pivot out of a disempowering situation at this time, and which is what the crocodile was telling us, because there's something that's disempowering us, and the finches were letting us know that there needs to be a focus to evolve in you in order to make this change, and that you have all the answers inside. You just need to trust in yourself and allow yourself to be guided towards the success of this happening. So we now have a delivery date for the cards, which will start on the 30th of April. So if you haven't heard already, we've been trying to source someone to make the boxes, so they weren't being able to be made in Australia, unfortunately. So this is what caused the delay. I'm not sure if people realise at the moment that the supply chain has been down because of the COVID this year, and it's a lot slower than what it has been in previous years that I've noticed. So even when we were waiting on the animal totem books to come out, that was pretty slow. Considering how slow the animal totem books were when they got delayed, the card decks are being able to relatively get done a lot quicker. So, and which is not easy, because we've got the cards and the box and the booklet to make. So I don't actually have a booklet that contains 100 pages. So having that many pages for the card deck and that much information to do with my artwork is pretty quite amazing. So yes, and so I know that you guys will be amazed when they arrive, and I'll be also offering something a little bit of a surprise when I send them out to you. So the deliveries will be starting on the 30th of April. Okay, so let's get started. The week's going to be starting the 21st of March and running until the 27th of March. So when your card deck arrives, you'll have your box to protect your cards and your booklet, your 100-page updated booklet, and your 33 glossy with an additional 3 brand new cards. So let's see which 2 cards are going to be guiding us this week. 2 animals are going to be guiding us this week on our path. And the beauty about the cards as well is that it's the cards are compact, so if you've got small hands, then they're going to be just perfect, and if you've got big hands as well, then that's okay. So the first card that we pulled out this week is with Ancestral Dragonfly, I Am Awakening, letting us know when I allow myself to step outside of my limits, the opportunities for expansion and growth are limitless. This leads to the awakening of my gifts deep within. Also considering doing the 100-page guidebook in a bigger book as well, so that will be coming up as well. And also the animal totem card deck. So but that's we have to be very patient for these products, let me say, because there's so much work that goes into them. So let's have a look at the Ancestral Dragonfly, which is going to be guiding us this week. And this is such a beautiful card to get. It's like the beginning of time, and when creation first was first started and everything was created in innocence. It's like that's what we're all trying to get back to, like when we're wanting to make changes and we're starting over again. It's like that feeling, of when everything was innocent and brand new. So if we've been dealing with hurt, or we've been feeling stuck, this is why we make the decision to make changes, so that we can be more fulfilled and happy in what we're doing. So allow yourself to see through any illusions that are currently preventing you from further growth at this time. Dragonflies have existed for more than 320 million years, with evidence of the fossils within rock formations. Dragonflies spent many years underwater in the nymph stage, and they're the fastest flying insect in the world, flying with 2 sets of wings, but you can only really ever see one set because they fly so fast. So during this time, it's important to transform any negative situations that are coming your way. Don't take it to heart, just see it for what it is, and then let it go. You're learning more about negative patterns that were previously playing out in your life, causing havoc in your life. And, from this new perspective, you will recreate your life from scratch, from the beginning of time when everything was innocent and brand new. So, it's really interesting that, that negative patterns can be playing out from before. So, when you feel like things are really getting on top of you, or things are really negative, just try to remember that, especially if you're really focused on making a change and transformation. So the action step this week is for you to understand more about certain patterns of negativity that are playing out, so that you can release them in order to go back to the beginning to create something brand new. It's a beautiful time to imagine how you would like that to be. And so change, healing and transformation takes time, and there's many layers to it, and it's always polishing and perfecting and taking away and releasing and letting go and bringing things towards us. And it's such a messy situation, but the results are pretty awesome. So it takes time, but it's important to be patient with yourself during this time, because you are making progress, and great things take time. So now let's see the next card that we'll pull up this week that's going to be guiding us is with Ancestral Butterfly. I remember we got these 2 cards before, certain weeks back now, and a number of weeks back now, and the butterfly is letting you know that you are balancing and doing the balancing act, that when life gets too much, I know I can easily organize my week at the end of the day to enable me to feel balanced and in harmony with my own rhythm. So it's basically letting you know that you're doing everything else as well as your inner transformation at the moment. So can be tricky when because that's life. We're having to juggle so many things, but it's really important to understand the point of your focus, which will help you to get through any tough times, or times where where you're wanting to have shelter in order to heal some wounds from the past. So that may sound pretty heavy, but it's a pretty simple process, and it's just acknowledging yourself while you're going through healing time, and remembering to be gentle with yourself. So there's a time to coming in order so that you can make this release from a painful experience from the past, and it's made you feel stuck. So Butterfly will offer its wings for your protection until you're ready to find the emotional release you need to be filled up with the dance of life again. So I know for many, many years I felt this way. I felt, sometimes, you can come across certain people and they've been major lessons for you. Sometimes you just feel like that the life has been sucked out of you, and, you don't know how to get yourself back the way that you were before. And it's not that you don't want to change, it's just that you don't know how to give yourself what you're needing, or what you need to do, so take your time to heal any wounds from the past with the spirit of Ancestral Butterfly. Butterfly gives you the protection you need when there's a time of emotional release. Slow down enough to understand this emotional release more. Is it connected to a past love relationship, a family member, or someone that caused you some great pain or grief? Allow the healing, transformation, and growth to come through so that you can find your emotional and spiritual release. And you know, everybody goes through these times, everybody goes through hurt and pain, and you know, so, and usually our heart is always at the center of whatever it is. So, you know, that's why, you know, you can see in the background together, you know, we'll work our way through this. So, you know, it's important to, you know, everybody goes through highs and lows. So, you know, going through lows enables us to go back up again. And so it's just a natural cycle of life, which is what Butterfly always reminds us about. So, yeah, just if you want to know more about these two animals, the two cards that we check out my social media posts, because I'll be featuring these two animals this week, and so that you can find out more about them, so they can be assisting you while you're going through any tough times. And so the two cards that we pulled out with this week is with Ancestral Dragonfly and Ancestral Butterfly. So Ancestral Dragonfly is letting us know that we're making an awakening, and that we're in the process of recognizing and bringing these negative patterns to light to do with, you know, these negative situations that have been playing out. And, you know, they can be quite abrupt. You know, you may have been finding that this has been building over the past few weeks, few months, or even few years, because it really depends on your work situation, how much you've been able to integrate into your work life, your healing situation, or your transformation or the breakthrough that you're trying to reach. So, you know, that's what the Dragonfly has reached, is helping us to bring more light into these situations. And Ancestral Butterfly is letting us know to be gentle on yourself. You're healing wounds from the past, you know, and you know that there's been some great grief and pain and sorrow, and you know, you're slowly getting back on track. And you know, I'm so proud of you, you know, for you to come this far. It's not always easy to heal from past wounds, you know. Sometimes it's easier just to move on and forget about it and stuff it down and pretend like it doesn't happen. But, you know, these things do rise and they come up to the surface. So it's, you know, like Ancestral Alphin just let us know last week, you know, it's better to initiate a change for yourself in order to get one trusted upon you. So, you know, you're doing a great job. And so these are the two cards that we pulled out this week. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.